It was during the summer in that old strange town we used to stay in with the grandparents. The place that seemed to be in a time period of its own. The one I told about where it didn't just feel like you're being watched. You knew it. My brother's cousin and I threw a ball between the four of us in the later half of the evening when the heat eased up a bit. Open fields of grass and straw were all around us as we stood in a wide circle about 50 yards from the house. A lone dog came out of the distant tree line with a slow but deliberate trot. The youngest of us, my brother, was terrified of dogs. As it got closer, the three oldest ran towards it hollering to scare it off. Someone even threw a rock at it as it ran off back into the woods. I know this seems mundane, but stay with me on this. The dog wanders off and we forget about it. Time passed to where the sky turned so dark blue was almost black. Out in the country, that means total darkness except for what the moon decides to offer. There was just enough shades of light left that everything could still be seen, but barely. That's when the atmosphere around seemed to shift. I would have thought it was me if I didn't notice we all got quiet and began looking around with anticipation. That's when I saw it, movement down the gravel road in the distance. My curiosity kept me still. We all noticed at the same time what approached at predatory speeds. A pack of dogs, about 6 of them, were barreling down towards us full speed. No sounds but the dirt and rocks they kicked up as they approached. Among the group, I could make out the dog from much earlier in the day. They were coming to do damage. We took off towards the house full tilt. Something was driving that pack, that same something that you can feel watching you in that old rural town. Something old, wise, and frightening. We were almost to the house when the youngest of us tripped and fell right as we reached where the porch light cast down onto the ground. I stopped to grab him, but right as he got up, one of the dogs got his foot. With a scream, he jerked his foot away, and we made it the last few steps to the porch stairs and into the screen door. Looking out the door is when we noticed them. They stopped at the border of the light and wouldn't come further. Stranger still is how they left. Looking out, I could see them dispersing in separate directions, slow with heads low. To be frank, their demeanor seemed as if a trance had been broken, and it left them exhausted and confused. I wasn't the only one who noticed. It left us all looking at each other just as confused as the dogs were. The next night we went looking for answers in those woods. Unfortunate for us, someone, or rather, something came to give us exactly what we were looking for.